Good morning, all of you. Myself, Natwarlal God. I am Assistant Professor in Anatomy Department. Today we will discuss about muscles. So muscles, as you know, muscles is a basic unit, basic structure of human body, basic tissue of human body. Basically, human body is a four tissue: muscular tissue, connective tissue, nervous tissue, and epithelial tissue. So muscle is important. So muscles are so named because many of them resemble as a mouse with their tendons representing their tail. So muscle resemble करती है माउस से और उसकी टेल जो होती है वो टेंडन से रिप्रेजेंट करती है. मसल इज ए कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड टिश्यू विच ब्रिंग मूवमेंट्स. मसल इज ए कॉन्ट्रैक्टेड टिश्यू जो मूवमेंट प्रोड्यूस करती है. इट कैन बी रिगार्डेड एज ए मोटर. सो मोटर का फंक्शन होता है मूवमेंट. सो मसल प्रोड्यूस मूवमेंट्स. ओके. then muscles, development of muscles, all muscles are developed from mesoderms except few muscles like erector pylorium, muscles of iris, and myepithelial cells of glands, which these muscles developed from ectoderm. Okay, so all muscles are developed from mesodermal layer except these muscles developed from ectoderm. So muscles, these are the development of muscles. Now we will discuss about all types of muscles. Before starting with types of muscles, we discussed about functions of muscles. Most important function is motions. Okay, according to walking, running, motion, movement of. So skeletal muscle produce motions. Okay, it is important function because walking, running are responsible for muscles. Second function is heat production. Metabolism of muscles cell release result and product is heat. So ATP to ADP. Okay, these are the visceral muscles. Visceral muscles are produce heat production. Okay. Then next function is posture and body support. So muscles of backs and trapezius, latissimus dorsi are responsible for erect posture of body during resting phase and during standing phase. So all our muscles are working, and then these are the main functions of muscles: motion, heat production. So muscles of GIT, gastrointestinal tract, they produce heat. These are the functions of muscles. Then types of muscles. These are the muscles. Types of muscles: skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and smooth muscles. Skeletal muscles is voluntary muscles, so we control our skeletal muscles. But cardiac and smooth muscles are involuntary muscles. Body cannot control these these muscles, cardiac and smooth muscles. So these are the these are the diagram of skeletal muscle. In this type of muscles fibers are cylindrical shape, unbranching, and nuclei present on periphery, and multinucleated fibers, muscle fibers. Nucleus are flat nucleus and multiple. In these muscle fiber we seen bands. These are the striations. Striations are present in skeletal muscles. These are made up from actin and myosin proteins. So these striations only present on skeletal muscle fiber. So these are the skeletal muscle fiber: unbranching, cylindrical shape, nuclei are elongated with periphery, and flat. This diagram is skeletal muscle. Next, cardiac muscles. Cardiac muscles is also cylindrical shape, but it is branching pattern. In the branching pattern, we seen intercalated disc. These are the unique and characteristic features of cardiac muscles. In this muscle fiber, nucleus are seen centrally and oval shaped nucleus are present, and centrally nucleus lies. Okay, and it is rounded shape, oval shape, on present on centrally of cells, and these are the muscle fiber, cardiac muscle fiber. And last is a smooth muscle fiber, also named as a visceral muscle. It is spindle shaped muscle, both ends is pointed, and nucleus single nucleated, and nucleated nucleus placed on centrally rounded oval shape. These are the smooth muscles. In this diagram, we differentiate three muscles. Synonyms: skeletal muscle, also name is somatic, voluntary, and striated. Cardiac muscle is myocardium, and smooth muscle is a smooth muscles, non-striated, involuntary muscles. Location: usually attached on skeletal system. Over skeletal system, bones attach करती है. This cardiac muscle is present on the wall of heart. Smooth muscle is present on the gastrointestinal tract, respiratory system, walls of visceras, then walls of blood vessels. So these are the location of three muscles. And the control or nervous system is controlled these muscles. These are the voluntary muscles. This is involuntary muscles. This is involuntary muscle. Smooth muscles and cardiac muscle have involuntary muscles, and skeletal muscle is a voluntary muscles. Muscle fiber: skeletal muscle is unbranched, cylindrical shape. Cardiac muscle is also cylindrical shape but branch. Between branching junction between two muscle fiber, most characteristic features intercalated disc is present. Smooth muscle is a unbranched. Its shape is in spindle shape. Nucleus: it is multinucleated and nuclei located on periphery. It is single nucleated and nuclei located in centrally. Smooth muscle is also a single nucleus and nuclei located on centrally. Striations: skeletal muscles present cross striation. Cross striation is a faint, हल्का होता, only slight, and in this smooth muscles no cross striation found. So these are the diagram of histological diagram. This is skeletal muscle fiber. This is muscle fibers. This is striations. This is nuclei present on periphery and flat. In this diagram, cardiac muscles highly branching, and between two branching, this is intercalated disc is present. Last is smooth muscle is a spindle shape, and nucleus found in centrally and single nucleated. These are also single nucleated, but this is multinucleated. So these are the types of muscles fiber: skeletal muscles, cardiac muscles, and smooth muscles. Now we will start skeletal muscles. So in skeletal muscles, synonyms of skeletal muscle is strip muscles, striated muscles, somatic muscles, voluntary muscle. These are the synonyms of skeletal muscles. Skeletal muscles. In the skeletal muscles present two ends. One is proximal and another is distal. So proximal end is fixed during movement, during contraction. It is called origin. So origin is one end of the muscles which remain fixed during contraction. When muscle contraction, so fixed end called the origin, and another end is a movable part. So during contraction, movable part called the insertion. So insertion is the other end which moves during the contraction. When contraction, this one part is fixed called origin, and another part is movable part during contraction. It is called insertion. So these are the basic terms. These are the two ends of muscles, Then two parts of muscles is fleshy parts, is bulky part called belly, and fibrous part cord-like structure called tendon. So fleshy part is contractile part and it is called the belly. These are the fleshy part. These are also only this part is contractile part called the belly, and another is cord-like part. It is called the fibrous cord-like part. It is non-elastic. It is called the tendon. When tendon some places tendon is flattening, called the aponeurosis. So aponeurosis is nothing but a flattening of tendon called aponeurosis. So when muscle tendon is flattening, so called is aponeurosis. Example is flattening of bicep brachii tendon called the biceps aponeurosis, biceptal aponeurosis. Flattening of tendon in the external oblique, so aponeurosis of external oblique muscles. So flattening of tendon is called the aponeurosis. So these are the muscles belly, these are the tendon. So this is proximal and attached part, bulky part called the muscles belly, and proximal part is called the origin. So is attached part and bulky part, and this another and distal part is cord-like structure called the tendon. Near to tendon is insertion and near to muscle belly is the origin. So most of muscles have origin is proximal and insertion distal, but some few except muscles so opposite to this, but most of muscles have proximal end is origin and distal end is a insertion. In this diagram we show myotendinous junction. This is the belly part, this is tendon part. In this belly part only contactor tissue is continued with the tendon, no muscle fiber continue with tendon. So tendon is the only dense regular connective tissue. So tendon is formed by only connective tissue, no muscle fiber involved forming to tendon. So muscle fiber not forming the tendon. This is the myotendinous junction. It appears like a dovetail like appearance. Synovial sheath and synovial tendon. Synovial sheath around the tendon. Synovial sheath is a synovial sheath produce the synovial fluid. So between tendon and bones friction is produced. So reduce the friction, synovial sheath are present. So this is the tendon. This is the tendon of muscle, and around the tendon is a pinkish structure is called the synovial sheath. So in the synovial sheath, covering the pinkish structure, it is called the synovial sheath. In the synovial sheath, not a whole cover, only cover whole tendon except few part. In this few part remaining gap, in this gap entering the arteries. So these arteries supply the blood supply and venous drainage of the tendons. So nutrition providing this space from through the tendon. In the transverse section, we see synovial sheath is a two layer. Inner layer is visceral layer, outer layer is parietal layer. Or in between two layers, minor space is providing. In this space, arteries supply to the tendon. These are the synovial sheath. It is basically synovial sheath is a function is a to reduce the friction. To reduce the friction, it produces the synovial fluid. So it reduces the friction between tendon and bones. क्योंकि tendon is the only movable part, but belly is a fixed part. So movable part between the tendon, friction produced between the tendon and bones. So the reducing the friction, it is synovial sheath is present. Then another feature is a synovial bursa. Synovial bursae, it is three types: subcutaneous, subtendinous, and articular bursae. bursa is synovial fluid is patches. Bursa is nothing but patches of synovial fluid. So between tendon and bone it is subtendinous bursa. Between skin and bone it is subcutaneous bursa. Between articular surface it is articular bursa. So bursa is main function of bursa is to reduce the bursa and synovial sheath both are to reduce the friction between bone and tendon. So and another microscopic structure of muscles. So muscles fiber is a two heading: supportive tissue, so supportive tissue of muscle fiber, and skeletal muscle fiber. Supportive tissue is a जो एक्सटर्नली इसको सपोर्ट प्रोवाइड कराएंगे लाइक कनेक्टिव टिश्यू. So each muscles is composed of numerous fascicles. Fascicles means bundles of muscle fiber. So fascicles or each fascicles has numerous muscle fiber. In this fascicles number of muscle fiber. Each muscle fiber is a multinucleated, cross-stition and cylindrical shape. So supportive tissue muscle fiber is outerly covering this connective tissue is called the epimysium. Covering with fascicles it is perimysium, and covering with muscles fiber it is called the endomysium. These are the supportive tissue of muscles fiber. So muscle fiber, these are the muscle fiber. In the muscle fiber, myofibers, and myofibers present the myofilament. In the filament we seen striations. Striation is nothing but actin and myosin filament. So this is the inner side in dark band is myosin and outer side is actin. When muscle is contraction, so actin filament overlap with the myosin filament. So this is the I band, isotropic band, light band, and A band, dark band, and between two actin and myosin it is Z disc. This is the muscles fiber. So then next, with the fascicular architecture of muscles fiber, we classify the muscles to fascicular architecture muscles fiber. So the arrangement of muscles fiber vary according to direction, force, range of movement at the joint. So fascicles basically different types because direction of muscle fiber, force and range of movement at different joints. So muscle fiber may be differentiated. So classification of muscles according to the arrangement of fasciculi. So basically four types classification: variolar fasciculi, oblique fasciculi, pinnate fasciculi, and spiral or twisted fasciculi. First, parallel fasciculi in this types where the direction of muscle fiber is parallel. So muscle fiber present on parallel each other, either vertical, either horizontal. So in this type, first muscle is a flat muscle. These muscles are flat and these are the present on the mainly cavity, to abdominal cavity. So these are the muscles found on cavities, large cavities. So example of external oblique muscles. These are the example of flat muscles, and this is found in anterior abdominal wall muscles. Second is quadrate muscle. It is shape wise quadrangular shape, and this muscle fiber has horizontally places only single parallel direction. So example of pronator quadratus muscles. Third is step-like. Step means ribbon-shaped muscles, long muscles. Example of sternocleidomastoid muscles. Another example is sartorius muscles. These are the long muscles and step-like muscles. Then next is fusiform. In this fusiform, both end is pointed muscles. Example are bicep brachii, digastric, posterior belly of digastric. These are the muscles of parallel fiber. muscle fiber is parallel. Second is when muscle, this is also an example of parallel muscle fiber. First, quadrilateral, example thyroid, strap-like, sartorius, ribbon-like, and sternohyoid. Strap-like with tendinous incision, example is rectus abdominis. In this muscle are strap-like, but in these muscles we have seen multiple tendons between two belly. These are the muscles, tendon. So these are the muscles called the rectus abdominis. It is also example for muscles of anterior abdominal wall. Another example is fusiform muscles. Its shape is fusiform. Fusiform means both end is pointed. Example biceps, digastric. The range of movement in such muscle is maximum. Second classification according to fascicular architecture is oblique fasciculi. In this fasciculi is obliquely placed. So first है triangular. In this adductor longus is a triangular shape muscles. Second is fan shape, temporalis. These are the temporalis. This is the adductor muscles found in adductor compartment of thigh. Second is where the diaxon muscle fiber is pinnate. Pinnate means feather-like, bird's feather-like arrangement होगा. In this classification, in this type, we classify into 4 types: unipinnate, bipinnate, multipinnate, and circumpinnate. First, unipinnate. Unipinnate is a half feather-like arrangement. Only this is tendon. Only one side is a muscle fiber. ठीक है. Example: flexor pollicis longus and extensor digitorum longus and peroneus tertius. These are the example of unipinnate muscles. Only one side is muscle fiber is attached. This is the tendon. Only one side is the muscle fiber attached. Second is bipinnate. In this classification, in this type, complete feather of birds. So be centrally tendon. Both the side is muscle fiber attached. So this is the complete feather-like arrangement. It is called the rectus femoris and rectus femoris, dorsal interossei, peroneus longus, and flexor hallucis longus. In this centrally tendon, and both the side is muscle fiber attached. So it is bipinnate type. Example: rectus femoris, dorsal interossei, peroneus longus, and flexor hallucis longus. Third type in the pinnate arrangement is multipinnate. In this arrangement, muscles fiber, in between muscles fiber, tendinous septa are present. So these are the septa are responsible for strong to the muscle fiber. So these are the strong muscle, and these produce the muscle fiber more strong. So this is the multipinnate fiber, and this example is deltoid. We prefer for intramuscular injection. So this is the deltoid muscles. And another example is subscapularis muscles. These are the multipinnate type of muscles. And last, according to pinnate classification, is circumpinnate. In this types, centrally tendon and all the side, circle side, this is the muscle fiber. Example is the tibialis anterior muscles. So these are the subtype of where the muscle fiber is pinnate type. Pinnate means feather-like, bird's feather-like arrangement. Then last, two-stage fasciculi. In this fasciculi are two-stage. When they inserted to the bone origin and then inserted, then this is a two-stage. So lower fiber come with upper fiber and upper fiber come with lower fiber. So these are the spiral muscles and these are spiral fiber. Example is trapezius, latissimus dorsi, pectoralis major. These muscles are spiral fiber yet two-stage fasciculi. Some muscle, in certain muscles, the fasciculi are crossed, cruciate muscles. So these are the cruciate fiber. Example: masseter, sternocleidomastoid, and adductor magnus. So these muscle fiber, muscle fasciculi cross each other. Then nomenclature of muscles according to shape, according to number of head. In the shape, it is a different type of shape like trapezius, rhomboideus, serratus anterior, latissimus dorsi, etc. Number of heads of origin: 2 heads to biceps, 3 heads to triceps, 4 heads to quadriceps, digastric both ends is pointed. So this is the according to shape, triangular shape. This is the spiral and twisted muscles. So upper fiber and lower fiber, upper fiber become lower fiber and lower fiber become upper fiber. This is a cruciform. When muscle fascicula is cross each other, it is called cruciform. It is rhomboid shape, diamond shape, it is trapezoid shape, quadrilateral, strap-like, ribbon-like muscles, strap-like with in between multiple tendons insertion. So this is fusiform, both end is pointed. Biceps is a 2 head, triceps 3 head, digastric is a both end is a pointed end. According to gross structure according, so 2 type. If muscle fiber is called tendon-like structure, it is called the semitendinosus. When muscle fiber is membrane-like structure, so semimembranosus. According to location, if it is temporal muscle present on the temporal fossa, so it is called the temporalis. When supraspinatus fossa is muscles called the supraspinatus muscles. Infraspinatus fossa, so infraspinatus. Intercostal, between 2 costal cartilage, so called the intercostal muscles. During so attachment according, example stylohyoid, when styloid process to hyoid bone called the stylohyoid. Cricohyoid, cricothyroid, cricoid cartilage to thyroid cartilage, so name is cricothyroid. According to function, when adductor compartment, adduction of thigh, so adductor longus. Flexor carpi ulnaris, so flexion of wrist joint, so called the flexor carpi ulnaris. Abductor of thumb, so called the abductor pollicis longus. So these muscles are according to function. When and another example of direction of muscle fiber, when single side rectus abdominis, oblique side rectus abdominis, transverse side transverse abdominis. So these are the muscles named according to direction of muscle fiber. When muscle fiber is circular, rounded, some where the direction of muscle fiber is circular, so these are muscle fiber are circular. Example, orbicularis oris and orbicularis oculi. So orbicularis oculi present on eyeball, and then orbicularis oris present on mouth cavity. So these are muscle fasciculi are circular and rounded. Red muscles fibers are present in the white muscles fibers are present. So in the red muscles, fiber contain more myoglobin, glycogen and rich in mitochondria. So muscle has rich blood supply. So and the white muscle have less myoglobin, glycogen and fewer mitochondria. Then in this white muscle, blood supply is poor. Therefore, muscles looking wise, muscle color wise, it appear white color. And in the red muscles look like a red color. In the red muscles, contraction is slow but more sustained, more time of sustain, long time. In this white muscles, contraction is rapid but less sustained. The muscle fiber generate less amount of lactic acid, so it is highly resistant to the fatigue. In this white muscle, these fibers produce more amount of lactic acid, so the fatigue development is early in white muscles. In the red muscles, these fibers predominantly found in anti-gravity postural muscles, for example soleus, trunk muscle like erector spinae, quadratus lumborum. So in the white muscles, these muscles are predominantly found in muscles responsible for quick sharp active movement. Example for extraocular muscles, biceps brachii and gastrocnemius. These are muscles are in white muscle fiber. In the red muscle fiber, mainly found in marathon runners, long times, long time of runners. In this type of category, red muscle fibers found. In the white muscle fiber found in sprinters and jumper. In this type, quick movement are found in sprinters, fast runners and jumpers. In this type, white muscle fibers are found. So this is the red muscle fiber. This is in this white muscle fiber. The next, action of muscles. How muscle action and length and contraction relationship. Muscle tone, constant tension produced by muscle for a long period of time. It is called the muscle tone. So muscle contraction mainly are four in type: isometric contraction, isotonic contraction, eccentric contraction and concentric contraction. So these are the four type of contraction of muscles. In isometric contraction, length of muscle do not change but tension does increase in this type of category. So, second type is isotonic contraction. In this type of contraction, the tension of muscle produced by muscle is constant during contraction, but length of muscle is partially changed. Example is during flexion of finger. So half portion of flexor digitorum profundus are shortened, but half portion is unchanged. So in this category, only half portion of muscle's length is changed, not whole muscle is changes. So isometric contraction, in this contraction, muscle length is unchanged. So when this type of movement, in this type, muscle length is unchanged. So third type is eccentric contraction. In this type of contraction, muscles these are contraction in which tension is maintained in muscle while muscle length is increases. In this type of contraction, muscle length is increases. For example, in this type of movement, when muscle is stretched against gravity, so muscle length increasing, stretch, and these are the contraction of muscles. Last type of contraction is concentric contraction. In this category, the muscles produce increasing tension as it shortens. Or maximum type of contraction found in this type of category. Maximum muscle contraction are found in concentric contraction. The most seen muscles contraction is concentric type of contraction. So these are the concentric type. Most of movement produced by muscle in this concentric type of contraction. So this is muscle when pull the movement on anti-gravity movement. So these are length is shortened and contraction is most of contraction muscles of contraction found of concentric type of contraction. So force of action of muscles. The force of action of a muscle depends upon the site of attachment on the proximal and distal bones. So when muscles are inserted on near to the joint, the force of action is more powerful. So muscle away from the joint, action will be decreasing. In this two type of muscles are spurt muscles and shunt muscles. These are the any joint. This is the muscles, this is the belly and this is the tendon. When the tendon inserted to the distal bone, this is proximal bone, this is distal bone. In this is proximal bone, this is distal bone. In this distal bone near to insertion, two type of component. This is swing component, this is shunt component. When muscle are inserted near to the joint cavity, so swing component increasing, compared with shunt component. So this type of muscle called the spurt muscles. Example is brachialis. Spurt muscle example is brachialis. When muscles inserted away from the joint cavity. In this category, shunt component more powerful compared with swing component. So these type of muscles are called shunt muscles. Example is brachioradialis. The shunt muscle example is brachioradialis. So muscle inserted near to the joint, more force of action is more powerful. Muscle inserted away from joint, less force of action is produced. So this is the diagram of spurt muscles, spurt muscles. This is the example of shunt muscles. So these are the two components, swing component and shunt component. Then we become forward to the next topic, how muscle produce a desired movement. So how muscle produce movements. So in this category we include four type of category: prime movers, antagonist, fixators and synergists. Prime movers, antagonist and fixators and synergists. Prime movers are the main muscle that are responsible for specific movements. These are the main muscles for specific movement. Example, brachialis and biceps are prime movers for flexion at the elbow joint. When this is the joint, elbow joint, when the flexion of the elbow joint, this is the biceps is the prime movers. So this is the acting like a prime mover. This is the only responsible for flexion of elbow joint. So it is called the prime movers. It is called the prime movers. Then next heading is action of paradox. When action of paradox is called when putting a glass on table, so gravity assists the movement, but controlled by the active movement of biceps brachii. So this type of contraction, this type of eccentric contraction called the action of paradox. So this is the action of paradox for flexion of elbow joint. Another is muscles antagonists. Antagonists are the muscles opposite action to the prime movers. So these are the muscles which have opposite action to the prime movers. So opposite to prime movers called the antagonists. Okay. And so this example is triceps as an antagonist to the biceps and the brachialis muscles. So when flexion of elbow joint, so prime movers is biceps. So opposite to the prime movers, this is the antagonist here. So triceps is the antagonist for flexion of elbow joint. When extension of elbow joint, so tricep is the prime movers, opposite to the biceps and brachialis is the antagonist. So these are the antagonists, prime movers and antagonists. When extension of elbow joint, so prime movers is triceps and opposite to the triceps is the bicep is the antagonist. So these are the prime movers and antagonists. Third type is a fixator. Fixator is when movement are taking place at distal joint, distal end of bone. The proximal end of the same bone is kept fixed at proximal joint. So movement can take place at distal joint smoothly. So this type of muscles called the fixators. Example, when flexion and extension are taking place at the elbow joint, the upper end of the humerus is kept fixed at shoulder joint by the muscles of shoulder joints, shoulder muscle. So this type of muscle are called the fixators. So this is the humerus, this is the ulna. So this is the elbow joint. When movement at the elbow joint, either flexion or extension, so shoulder joint muscles, proximal muscles are fixed. So fixed because the distal end of bone movements are smoothly taking. So these are the muscles called the fixators muscles. Like our shoulders muscle like work as a fixators muscles. Last muscles are synergists. Synergist is a special type of fixators. Synergist when the prime movers crosses more than one joint to reach the joint where its main action take place. The undesired movement at the proximal joint is prevented by some muscles known as the synergist. When prime movers crosses the more than one joint, so distal taking the main action is the distal joint. So in between joints, so undesired movement prevented by some muscles, that is called the synergist. For example, flexion of the fingers is efficient only when the wrist is flexed and it extends. Then this is the movement take place. So fixing of wrist joint are the muscles of synergist. Muscles called the group of synergist. Thus, the synergists are a special type of fixators and partial antagonists. So to the prime movers. So this is type of synergist. In this diagram, this is the tendon of flexor digitorum profundus. So prime movers cross more than one joint. This is wrist joint. This is distal and this is the interphalangeal joint. When movement on the fingers, so these are muscles are called the synergist. So this is the taking the extension of wrist joint. So these are the movement are smoothly taking place. This is the example of synergist. Then blood supply of muscles. Small muscles supplied by a single artery. Large muscles are usually supplied by many arteries, neighboring artery, particular regions artery. According to arterial supply, muscles are dividing into 5 types according to number of vascular pedicles. Pedicles are the connecting stalk between two arteries. So these are the 5 types. In first type, 1 pedicles are present and multiple pedicles are present. So example is tensor fascial artery and gastrocnemius muscle. In type 2, 1 dominant pedicles are present and minor multiple pedicles are present. Example gracilis. In type 3, 2 dominant pedicles are present and multiple pedicles are present. Example is rectus abdominis. In type 4, multiple pedicles are present on the muscles below the muscles. Example is sartorius, front of thigh. Last type is type 5 type. Fifth type. In this type, 1 primary pedicles, multiple pedicles are present, and secondary multiple pedicles are present. Example pectoralis major. In the pectoralis major, supplied by thoracoacromial artery. So in the thoracoacromial artery, multiple pedicles are present, and the secondary also multiple pedicles are present, formed by internal thoracic artery. So these are the blood supply of muscles. It is important. So nerve supply of muscle supplied by motor nerve. Muscle supplied by motor nerve. In motor nerve, these are the types of fibers are present. Mainly fiber from motor fibers. 60% fiber present from motor fiber. 40% fiber from sensory, and few fiber from autonomic nervous system sympathetic fibers, which supply the smooth muscle of the blood vessels present within the skeletal muscles. So these are the sympathetic fiber. It is part of ANS, autonomic nervous system. So this is the nerve supply of muscles. Then sometime this is important. What is composite muscles and hybrid muscles? Hybrid muscles supplied by 2 different motor nerve with different nerve root. So it is called the composite of hybrid muscles. Hybrid muscles supplied by 2 nerves with different motor root, completely different 2 roots. It is called the muscles. It is called the hybrid muscles. Example, adductor magnus. Adductor magnus is supplied by adductor compartment is obturator nerve and sciatic nerve flexor digitorum profundus is supplied by median nerve and ulnar nerve, and pectoris major supplied by medial and lateral pectoral nerve. So these are the muscles called the composite because it's supplied by two motor nerves from different nerve root. So it is called the composite or hybrid muscles. Then applied anatomy in this heading, overuse hypertrophy. When excessive use of a particular muscles cause the better development of that muscles evident by increasing in size and bulk. So exercise is used mainly benefit to muscles develop better development. Muscle regeneration. Muscle have a limited capability of regeneration, small capability for regeneration. Paralysis, complete loss of muscles motor nerve supply, so called muscle is called paralysis. Hemiplegia, when half portion of body go to paralyze, called the hemiplegia. Paraplegia, either upper limb and lower limb are paralysis, called the paralysia. Paraplegia, when upper limb are paralysis, either upper limb or lower limb. Quadriplegia, both the limb, upper limb and lower limb are paralysis, called the quadriplegia. Diffuse atrophy, when muscles are not used for a long time, so muscle is thin and weak. So in this old ages, in this type of atrophy mainly found. Fibrillation, when abnormal contraction of cardiac muscle, called the fibrillation. So pumping of blood, not pumping of cardiac muscles, not pumping the blood. So fibrillation is an abnormal contraction of cardiac muscles. Myocardial ischemia, when cardiac muscles and decreasing cardiac muscles blood supply, so cell ischemia and cell necrosis and cell cardiac muscle cell death. So when decreasing blood supply, when artery of heart is blockage, so decreasing cardiac muscle blood supply of cardiac muscles, so cell necrosis, ischemia, loss of blood supply, cell ischemia, and then cell necrosis and cardiac muscle death. So these are the myocardial ischemia. Thank you.